Hello again, friends. Welcome back to another 4 minutes on Friday, and I promise I'm going to try and keep to closer to the 4 minutes. The previous weeks, first couple weeks installments, were much longer than that, so I'm going to try and hold to the title of this little thing and keep closer to 4 minutes. Today, I want to talk about something that I have heard for a couple of years now, and really was wrestling with whether or not this was a good quality. And that is there are some people who are more than willing to chalk up stubbornness as a good quality. That is something that is good. When people are stubborn, that can be a really good thing. And so I did some research and some reading really on this issue of stubbornness. And it's kind of interesting. The articles that I found are split kind of 50-50 on it either is a good quality or it is not a good quality. And I kind of wonder if we understand something deeper that's going on as we talk about things like stubbornness. Because the articles that I found, the ones that were suggesting that stubbornness is a good quality, they revolved around phrases and words like stubborn people know what they want, and they will hold on to that. They know where they're going, and there's nothing that can derail them. And a lot of times those kind of phrases, those ideas are chalked up to stubbornness, that they can't be moved off of those things, a direction that they are headed, a thing they are pursuing, or something that they are absolutely convinced that they are right in. And I don't think that's stubbornness. I think that is more of a word or a phrase, self-differentiating. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to define that here. There's lots being written and has been written about that. But self-differentiating, or being a self-differentiated person, is basically saying, I know who I am, I know what needs to happen in my life or even in my business, the thing that I am leading, and I'm not going to allow myself to be distracted or pulled away from that pursuit. So I think probably when we talk about stubbornness as a good quality, as something that's positive, we're really talking about someone who is self-differentiated, who has a specific idea of what success for them looks like, and they're not going to be distracted or pulled off center on that. The other thing that I think is very interesting, well, there's two more thoughts really about stubbornness. One, if you are convinced that you're right about something, but everyone around you is telling you, I don't think you're right. You might be wrong on this, and you're like, nope, I am absolutely certain. And there's all kind of evidence that backs up those that are around you, that care about you, that are saying that you might be wrong. That might actually be stubbornness, where you say, hey, forget about all of those of you that you love me, you care about me, you have my best interest at heart, and there's all this evidence that mounts kind of against the direction I'm headed, the thing that I am doing. That probably is stubbornness. If you are wrong about something and you refuse to admit that you're wrong, you just kind of keep digging in deeper, going, nope, I'm right about this, I'm right about this, I'm right about this. There's nothing that can dissuade me. That might be stubbornness. And those are just two examples of what stubbornness, I think, probably more accurately is. One last thing on stubbornness. I think stubbornness and our willingness to be stubborn is rooted in a sense of personal insecurity. And this is actually a subject matter we're going to tackle on another Friday. But when I was in counseling, this is one of the questions I had from my counselor. Do you think, that's what I asked her, so do you think that most of our struggles as human beings, as individuals, is rooted in our sense of personal insecurity? And she didn't hardly let me get the sentence out. She said, absolutely. Absolutely. Most of our struggles, most of our problems are rooted in our sense of personal insecurity. So when we are being stubborn about something, and someone around us, and the people that love and care and are invested in our lives around us are saying, what you're doing is wrong, what the direction that you're headed is not going to end well, and we just kind of dig our heels in. Some of the reason that I think we dig our heels in and we become stubborn and we kind of stiffen our back and say, you're not changing, is rooted in our sense of personal insecurity. So, kind of examine some of what you're doing. Are you being a self-differentiated person? If you're not sure what that means, look it up. Allow your curiosity to grow your mind and understanding of humanity. Is your unwillingness to change or move, is that self-differentiated, or is that stubbornness? I would encourage you to be more of a self-differentiated person who says, I know what I need to be doing. For me, it is rooted in my relationship with God, that I have this sense that God has created me and called me to do certain things. And there isn't anything that's going to pull me off of it. There's nothing that's going to change my mind on it. So, with all that said, we are very close to being under 6 minutes. So, we'll see you next Friday.